everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be creating my New Year's resolutions or goals for 2021, and I'm going to be sharing them with you and kind of showing you an example of how I make the plan to achieving my goal. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. To start out, I'm going to be telling you guys what my 3 main goals are for 2021, and the first one is to get 10,000 steps every day. I just kind of want to be more active overall, and I find myself sitting around a lot, especially with us in quarantine and stuff, so I just want to get up and move around more. Try to at least get 10,000 steps a day. My second main goal for 2021 is that I want to find a new hobby. So I'm actually going to be coming out with a new series on my channel where I'm trying out a new hobby for 10 days each. So if you're interested in that, then make sure you subscribe and stick around. That should be coming out later in January or the beginning of February. And the third main goal that I have for 2021 is to exercise regularly. This is the goal that I'm going to be walking through the whole goal setting process and making my plan to achieving this goal. So let's get into that. So with me, I have my iPad. I have the 7th generation iPad. I got this because I wanted an iPad that worked with the Apple Pencil to take notes on for school, and I love it. So I definitely recommend, if anybody wants to take digital notes, I definitely recommend getting this iPad for that. So I'm just gonna be using the Notability app. I'm gonna also screen record for you guys. I'm just gonna move over, that way I can put my screen recording over here. Also, I'm sorry if I keep looking in the viewfinder instead of at you guys, because I just got a new camera. This is my first video I'm filming with it, and I have to get used to looking at you guys instead of the viewfinder. I'm gonna start screen recording and gonna open up the Notability app. I made this goal setting guide. It's not anything fancy. It's literally just a Word document that I created, and this is what I'm gonna be using for like a template for making the plan for my goal. If I can figure out a way to make this so I can share it with you guys, I'll put it in the description, but I'm not very tech savvy in that way, so we will see how that goes. So if you haven't seen my secrets to achieving your New Year's resolutions video, I will link it up in the iCard. I think the iCard is up there. Or is it up there? I don't know. It's in one of those corners, and I will link it up there for you guys. I think it's in that one. I'm going with that one. Okay, but I'll link it up there for you guys to watch, because that's kind of how I told you how you can achieve your goals, and like kind of explaining all of my tips and stuff. And this is where I'm taking in those tips and showing you an example of what it would look like if you use those for your goal. I don't know if that made any sense, but let's just get into it. So the first thing of a goal is that it should be SMART. If you're confused on what that means, I explained it all in that video, so you can go watch that video first. So my goal that I'm going to be using is exercising regularly. So we're gonna make this more specific by meaning what exactly do I want to achieve? What do I mean by exercising regularly? Why is this not working? I think my Apple Pencil is dead. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll be back. I apologize if the angle changed and stuff. I just decided I'm going to improvise and just use the text feature on here to do this for now. While my Apple Pencil is charging, we'll probably use it later, but for now, we're just going to type in the text. Also, I'm using my new microphone today, so hopefully it turns out good. This is my first time filming a video with it. Back to what I was saying, we're going to make sure it's specific. So what is my goal, first of all, is to exercise regularly. Oops, it's kind of hard to type on here actually. Exercise regularly, and let's make that more specific. I would like to do, we'll say 30 minutes of aerobic exercise 3 days a week. Aerobic exercise is the same as cardio. And 2 days of resistance training. Okay, there we go, specific. Next we have measurable. So my sub goals will definitely be measurable. I already have some in mind. The first one will look at aerobic stuff. So I really want to be able to run a mile, like non-stop running for a whole mile and just feel like, not that it's easy, but that it's manageable and not the hardest thing ever. I'm not the best runner, so I just want to be able to run a longer distance. We're just going to make measurable for aerobic being how far I can run before I get tired is like what can be measured. How long can I run? So we'll just put a goal of run 1 mile without stopping, or 1 consecutive mile. For the measurable aspect of the resistance training, I'm going to put increase the weight that I can lift. So that's not extremely specific, but I'm planning on doing like almost like a pre-test at the beginning of the year to see where I am with lifting and how far I can run, kind of doing like a fitness assessment or test on myself. And then my goal by the end of the year is to be able to do more than that, to lift more, to run further, longer, whatever. That's what my goal is. Attainable. I would definitely say this is attainable because it just is. I know that it's something I want to do. I know that it's something I'm capable of doing. It's just a matter of getting past some of the barriers and making time for it. So I don't really think I need to write anything for attainable. I'm just going to say yes, it is. Yes, it's attainable. Next, we're going to go to relevant. I definitely think this goal is relevant, especially for me. I am an exercise science major. It's definitely very relevant to my life to be healthy and be interested in exercise. It is something I am very interested in. I think exercising regularly is relevant in anyone's life unless someone has like a condition where they cannot exercise. It's always beneficial for anyone. So yes, it is relevant. In time bound, my time that I want this by is the end of 2021. The reason I'm giving myself this much time is because my goal is to be sticking to a routine for at least like a 6-month period. So I have 12 months to be consistent for 6 months, if that makes sense. Now that we know my goal is SMART, let's go up to this goal setting guide. I'm gonna stop my screen recording for a second.
Yeah, you know how I said I was gonna stop my recording real quick? Well, I never actually restarted my screen recording, so there is no screen recording, but don't worry. I recreated a screen recording of me typing out all of the stuff that I was writing, so you can kind of still see it. I'm apparently dumb, so sorry about that.
Apple Pencil is partially charged. Maybe it can make it through this video. Let's do some writing now. So first off, my name, that's an easy one. Today's date, it's the 29th, I think. 12/29/2020. Year's almost over. We've almost made it. I don't know if this is posting. I think this is going to be posting in December if I get it edited in time. So my main goal is to exercise regularly. That's what we've established. So exercise. When do you want to achieve it by? So my goal is the end of 2021. And I know it's not extremely specific, but it's what I'm going with because like I said, I want to achieve this goal for a 6-month period. Sorry, I'm just looking. And my first sub goal, we're going to make it to run a mile. When do I want to achieve it by? Let's see. I could probably achieve it in 2 months, I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say by March 1st. 5 actions to get to my goal. The first step is to design a fitness program. I definitely want to design not a very strict, but a loose fitness program or just a schedule that I'm going to be following to keep me on a schedule. I just work better when things are planned out and scheduled. The second step is to assess my current fitness level. So this honestly could go before I make my fitness plan or after. I need to assess where I am right now. That way I can track my progress and see when I actually am making progress and when I am getting closer to my goals. That's how I'm gonna make it measurable. Okay, I'm trying to think of another action that I can take. Think.
Girl, you just glitched and you didn't even realize it. How does that even happen?
You don't have to have all 5 actions and they can always come to you later. I'm actually gonna go to the barriers and skills next just to kind of write down what I have because I can think of some barriers that could stop me from getting this goal. So I'm gonna jump down to the barriers. I'm definitely gonna say that one barrier that I use is lack of time. I always use that as an excuse not to exercise, so I'm gonna put that as my first one. A skill that I have to help me get past this barrier is my time management skills. So I can use these to schedule into my day to exercise. That way I don't have an excuse because it's planned into my day. I have time for it that way. That rhymed. I didn't even mean to rhyme. I thought of another action. So another action that I could take to help me towards this goal is to try out different exercise equipment and stuff. If that makes sense, like just trying out new exercises, new equipment. I just bought myself a jump rope that's adding into my equipment of stuff that I have to use. I don't really know how to word that. I think I'm just gonna say try out new exercises to find something I enjoy. I'm gonna say another barrier is that I don't really like to exercise at the gym always, just because of like the pandemic and also because I don't like exercising in front of people. So I'm gonna put down as a barrier not wanting to go to the gym. I don't really know what to call it, but for like getting past that barrier, I'm going to put finding exercises at home to do or going to the gym when they're least busy. Okay, so that's kind of what I have filled out for this. I put 3 actions to get there. If I come up with more, I'll add them, but for now, that's what I have. I have my barriers and my skills. I made sure the goal was SMART, and another part of my goal setting process is identifying the why of achieving this goal and why it's important to me. It's just honestly something I value. I value my health, and I know that exercise is something that will benefit my health. That is the main reason for why I want to exercise regularly and get a regular routine. And another thing that I talked about in my other video is doing self-affirmations. I'm not going to do these right now in this video, but it is something I will be practicing, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube that have positive self-affirmations, and a lot of times I will just put some headphones in when I'm getting ready in the morning, and I will listen to these and repeat them back in my head, and it just puts me in a really good mood for the whole day and just makes you feel really good. So I can link some of those down below if I can find some. Well, I definitely can find some, but it's hard to pick like which ones to share with you guys because everybody like will want different types, but I'll just put a couple of the ones that I've listened to before down in the description. So positive affirmations is definitely something that I recommend. Another thing that's gonna keep me kind of committed is that I'm telling you guys about my goals. That way I'm hoping it'll keep me more committed to it, and maybe I'll even do check-ins every quarter of the year or third of the year, or even just at the end of the year. Let me know if that's something that you guys are interested in, if you want to see me do like a check-in of how I'm doing with my goal. Another really important thing that I like to do when setting a goal is visualizing how my life would look if I'd already achieved this goal. Again, I'm not going to show like how I do this, but sometimes I'll actually do a visualization meditation, or just close my eyes and visualize what it would look like and how I would feel. Try to feel all the emotions and really picture what your life would be like if you already achieved this goal. Instead of thinking, what if I achieve this goal? Think of it as if you've already achieved it and how you would feel. Okay, so that is kind of my goal setting process. Now I'm just going to go through and list off some of the additional goals that I would like to achieve for 2021. I'm not going to go into detail a lot on them just because I don't want this video to be too long, so let's just list them all out. The first thing is I would like to volunteer more and give back to the community. I also want to find a skincare routine that works well for me and that I can stick to. I want to practice intuitive eating. I would like to try out new recipes, maybe like 1 new recipe a week. I would like to get outside more and enjoy nature because I think it's such a beautiful thing. I would like to practice more positive talk. Also, I would like to eat more vegetables. That's definitely a goal of mine. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. I've struggled with eating vegetables like my entire life. I don't know why. I just forget to put them into my meals. So I want to try to get more vegetables in. I want to grow my channel. I want to work on the quality of my channel and being consistent with my uploading schedule. And I have a sub goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. I also want to practice yoga and stretching, just kind of working on my flexibility. I want to practice more self-care. I kind of want to dedicate like 1 day a week, probably Sunday, to like a Sunday reset where I just get ready for a new week and do a bunch of self-care. And last but not least, I want to drink more water. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed making your goals and your plans to achieve them with me. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did and you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me, and comment down below what are some of the goals that you are setting for 2021, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye!